Paul Joyce, bro, you're going to have to come see me. You're not going to keep dissing Jurgen Klopp. If you haven't seen it, Anfield Sector or Anfield Edition have made some tweets quoted from Paul Joyce talking about Jurgen Klopp's loyalty. And I get it. Hold on, before I get into my opinion, let me tell you what it said. It said, at times, Jurgen Klopp has been too loyal to his side. If it were up to him, players like Milner and Firmino would still be at the club. Henderson and Fabinho were not forced out of the club, but forced their way out. And if Klopp were staying, he would want to give Joel Matip a contract extension. And yes, that does sound bad, right? Why would we re-sign Joel Matip after an ACL injury? Why would we still want Firmino and Milner and Henderson and Fabinho? But context is key here, Paul Joyce, and everyone who agrees with him. That's what I love. I love context. But FSG fanboys don't want that. I'm going to tell you. Fabinho went out for 40 mil, right? This is why Jurgen Klopp is loyal, more loyal than he should be, and doesn't have the ruthlessness that Pep Guardiola has. Because when Pep Guardiola loses Ilkay Gundogan, they go out and sign Mateus Nunes for 60 mil, who they don't even play. They just say, hey, here's 60 mil. Go spend it however you want. What happens when Fabinho leaves? Arguably the best DM in the world for seasons, right? People said he lost his legs. So we sold him for 40 mil. What we do? We went out and signed a 16 million pound DM who has no legs and has never been considered the best player in the world in his position. And you tell me why Jurgen Klopp wanted Fabinho to stay. Because his replacement was Endo, a guy who barely survived relegation in the Bundesliga. And that same team now without him are in Champions League. They are in the Champions League without Endo. But yet Endo was so important to their success. Liverpool and FSG, right, went and put in a world record transfer bid for Moise Caicedo. 100+ million pounds. Where is that money at, Paul Joyce? Tell me where that money's at, Paul Joyce. And then tell me, then I will tell you that Klopp's loyalty is a bad thing. Because if you can tell me where that 116 million pounds went, and why it wasn't spent, and why Jurgen Klopp himself was like, no, actually, you know what? I like Endo. I don't want to go and get someone for 116 million pounds. I don't want that. I'd rather thug it out with Endo. Tell me where that makes sense, Paul Joyce, and everyone else who agrees with him. Because I'm real sick and tired of this. I'm real sick and tired of everyone trying to bash Jurgen Klopp's loyalty. But if your replacement is freaking Endo for Fabinho, I understand the loyalty. Because I at least want to rock with someone with, if I have two players with no legs, I'd rather rock with the one who's been world class at one point. And maybe take the gamble that was just a bad season. Opposed to someone who has had multiple bad seasons and never been great. I'm also going to give you a list of players that we have signed since 2019. And I will tell you why Jurgen Klopp has been loyal to these players. Why he's wanted James Milner, because I'll get to it, but these guys have not been properly replaced, right? 2019, we signed Harvey Elliott, Sepp van den Berg, Adrian, and Lonergan. Harvey Elliott, I like him. He's not Liverpool quality. Sepp van den Berg, can't even get into Liverpool team. Adrian cost us the Champions League against Atletico. Lonergan, I don't even know if he's at the club anymore. I don't even know who that guy is. I don't even know what position he plays. Don't even ask me what position he plays, because I don't know. Paul Joyce, please tell me how those signings there helped Jurgen Klopp win anything. Please tell me. Please, I will wait here. Any other Liverpool fan who can't wait for Jurgen Klopp to leave because of his loyalty, please tell me how those players helped us. And please tell me why Jurgen Klopp would not want better players than that. 2020, we signed Minamino, who's no longer at the club, Tsimikas, who has been third choice behind a former center back slash right back for most of the season. And Joe Gomez was on his way out the door because we didn't think he was good enough. But yet, Costas Tsimikas can't get starts over him. Thiago, as world-class as he is, that's the only world-class signing that we've had. And he's been injured all his whole career. Jota, I like him. Again, injuries. And if someone is showing you that they are injury prone, you have to be able to buy someone who can come in and fill in those minutes for when that player's injured. And we haven't done that with either Thiago or Jota. We just, FSG are like, well, they'll get healthy at some point. So, sorry about your luck, Klopp. Should have bought someone who wasn't injury prone. 2021, Stefan Bacecic, who I think could be class. But again, how does he help now? He doesn't. Ben Davies, not even the Ben Davies from Spurs. This is a Ben Davies from Preston North End. And he was supposed to help Liverpool. He didn't even play a game. But of course, Jurgen Klopp had to be like, he's a really good talent. I don't know how he's in the championship. There's a reason why he was in the championship. Because he freaking sucks. But Klopp had to deal with him because FSG are so freaking stingy. Ozan Kabak. I don't even know where this man's at anymore. But I do know Schalke were so desperate for us to buy him that they were like, hey man, take £2 million and take him off our hands. And we were like, no, sorry. And that guy was supposed to help us in our season where we had no VVD. And all our center backs were just injured. Cade Gordon, how many games has he played for us? I can't tell you. I don't know. Ibrahim Konate, who has been a good center back for us. I give FSG that. 2022, we signed Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Carvalho, Doik, Ramsey, Arthur. Diaz, I like Diaz. But Liverpool fans want him out the door. So clearly he's not been a good signing from, if you're asking most Liverpool fans. Darwin Núñez needs to be sent out. He sucks. Alright? He's garbage. He's not good enough. Carvalho, Doik, Ramsey, Archer aren't good enough. 2023. Hakpo, Maka, Zob, Endo, Gravenberch. That's the list. Since 2019. That's all who we bought. One world-class player. And yet you wonder why Klopp is so loyal to these players. Because when someone comes in, they're always rubbish. Except for 2023, when we actually got some decent players. Outside of that, everyone else has been rubbish. And people think that a guy named Arnie is going to come in and do better than Jurgen Klopp? With what funds? What resources? Because I can't wait. I can't wait for the summer when FSG are like, dang, not having Champions League football last season hurt us a lot. Sorry, but we can't spend money this year. Gonna have to wait till next year. And all the FSG fanboys are gonna be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay, Daddy Henry. It's okay. We'll just wait till next season. Just like Jude Bellingham. Yeah, that worked out real well for us. And then this next season, it's going to be the same thing. Well, we didn't progress far enough into the Champions League to get enough money. So, we're going to have to wait till next season to spend some more money. Oh, but it's okay because FSG got a new stand in Anfield to hold another 2,000 people. Oh my God, I love them. Come on. Are we for real? And this Arnie guy, Paul Joyce, and all those Paul Joyce fan lovers and Jurgen Klopp outers, please tell me what Arnie's going to do that makes him so good. If Arnie Slot was so good, why did Barca not look for him when they were looking for a coach? Why was he not even a thought? Why did Barca go back to Xavi without even giving Arnie Slot a thought or a mention? If Arnie Slot is so good, why didn't Bayern look at him? Why didn't Bayern say, hey, I like Arnie Slot. Look, Let's go make him our manager. But no, they went to Xabi. They went to Nagelsmann. They went back to Thomas Tuchel. And they never said, hey, Arnie, let's get you. They even went to Hansi Flick. They didn't go to Arnie. West Ham, we're looking for a manager. They went for Ruben Amorim. Why didn't they go for Arnie Slot? Weird. This guy's supposed to be so good. Chelsea are looking for a manager. Where's Arnie Slot's name? Man United have been linked to several managers, and a lot of them piss poor. Where's Arnie Slot's name? Where was his name? Please tell me where this man's name was. I will sit here and wait. I will wait. I will wait. You want to know why his name wasn't mentioned? Because he freaking sucks. He's terrible. He's not good enough. I don't care what you did in the Eredivisie. Ten Gag did the same thing. He did better than you in Eredivisie. And look at Man United now. Look at them now. They're a sinking ship. But yet, Frank de Boer failed. David Moyes failed. Ten Gag failed. But Arnie Slot's different. Arnie Slot is going to be that guy to finally do it. Why? Because he won an Eredivisie like all the other managers? Because he went to a Conference League final? Oh, that's Liverpool quality right now. Bill Shankly is rolling in his grave right now, thinking that a man of Arnie Slot's resume is about to take over Liverpool. He would be rolling in his grave. Bob Paisley is too. Bob Paisley did not go out from 1975 to 83 winning either a Premier League, a first division title and a Champions League to have someone who went to a Conference League final, not even winning it, taking over Liverpool. He's throwing up. I'm throwing up at the fact that this bum is taking over Liverpool. But yet, Jurgen Klopp has been so bad, according to a lot of people. And it's time for a change. And people are trying to compare him to Klopp. Why would I want a worse version of Klopp? People are like, but Arnie Slot has Klopp qualities. His man management. Again, you want Jurgen Klopp out. But yet you are okay with Arnie being a lesser version of Jurgen Klopp. This makes no sense. People are like, man, his football is so brilliant. Showing clips of them losing 2-0. Arnie Slot's losing. Or they'll be like, he's Pep Guardiola, Roberto De Zerbi, mixed up together with all these other possession-based managers. But Bayern didn't want him. Barca didn't want him. West Ham, Chelsea, United are looking at freaking Southgate, and they didn't even say Arnie Slot. Are you kidding me? All these teams are looking for managers, and the manager pool is so dry. And not one of them said, Arnie Slot, let's interview you. You're going to be our guy. But FSG did. And this dump... Hold on. I need a drink. I need a drink of my cranberry juice. Y'all are going to watch that too. I don't care. I'm not editing it. But, man, this transfer committee. Isn't this the same thing that was under Brendan Rodgers? Let's look at what happened with this transfer committee under Brendan Rodgers. How many Champions Leagues did they win? Please answer me. You can go ahead and type it in the comment section below. How many Premier Leagues did they win? Oh, okay. Thank you. That's what I thought. How many Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues and trophies did we win after the transfer committee? Oh, we won everything? Oh, okay. So this is crazy that Michael Edwards is suddenly going to, orchestrate this massive committee of people who are doing so many different things, so many different roles. I can't even tell you what everyone's doing because I don't know, nor do I care. Why? Because when you break up so many different departments and committees, you're breaking it down too much to the point where nothing is going to get done. So if someone has to do this and someone has to do that, but then they also do this, then they have to do that, but then you have to go talk to this guy who talks to that guy who talks to the other guy, but then that other guy goes talks to this guy. You're doing too much. You're breaking up into too many different parts, and then eventually you're going to get nothing. And when we don't win a major title in for 5 years, if not longer, because Arnie Slot's a fraud, and this Michael Edwards project isn't working, I'm going to be like, hey, I told you so. Obviously, I want to be wrong because I love Liverpool. I want the best for Liverpool. But let's call a spade a spade. Our owners suck. They don't spend money on players. We're getting a worse manager. And we're getting Michael Edwards, who... What? Why aren't all these guys... If, Michael Edwards was so good. I like Michael Edwards. I did. Until recently. Why didn't he get another job somewhere else? Why didn't Julian Ward get a job somewhere else? It's weird. These guys are supposed to be so good, but didn't go anywhere else. It's kind of weird. Like, they can only work in certain environments. But hey, what do I know, right? I'm just a guy talking to myself on a phone who, Anyway, Paul Joyce, come see me. And everyone else who agrees with Paul Joyce and that Jurgen Klopp needs to go, you all can come see me. Other than that, I will see you guys eventually.